Hello everyone, I am Aditi Sachdeva, an English language teacher with an experience of over 8.5 years with two very reputed schools. I have presently taken a break to take care of my 21-month-old child. When I began my teaching career in 2013, I was very fortunate to have started with a school which laid utmost emphasis on awakening hearts, molding minds and cultivating character. And then I knew that to do so, I'd have to train my students to learn to use their head, heart and hand in coordination. So to cater to the needs of my diverse learners, I very carefully designed the learning objectives, laid the learning outcomes, planned my lessons, created worksheets, improvised activities to keep my learners engaged and interested in developing their language skills. To train them to use their heart, I would very carefully weave values and life skills in every lesson that I taught. I then made my assessment papers aligning them with the skills that are laid in Bloom's taxonomy. I even analyzed the result of my students' performances to make further changes in my own teaching techniques as and when required. Looking at the skill set that I had, my school soon made me the coordinator of Children's Media Club, where along with two external educators, I helped my students learn photography and filmmaking. I would help them in visualizing the concept and executing it till the end. While some of my students won laurels by participating in different competitions, others continued to contribute on topics closer to their hearts. My efforts with students were lauded and I was felicitated by the management of my school for helping the students come at par with others. Pandemic posed a greater challenge, and while I could just hear complaints about dwindling numbers from other teachers around me, I decided to do something to bring these millennials back to my class. So I learned new ways, applied those learnings, and trust me, it worked. They came back and they came back with a bang.
My name is Anjali Agre and Aditi ma'am has taught me for 3 years. I have always felt lucky to have had a teacher like her. She helped each one of us express our creative sides and come out of our shells. It takes so much patience and endurance to be a teacher. I have no idea how she made it look so easier every time. I enjoy doing all the activities that she so thoughtfully prepared for us. During the pandemic, when each one of us thought that nothing could fix these boring online classes, she came up with her incredible ideas. It was so fun to listen to her podcast that she recorded for each chapter, doing the interdisciplinary activity in which we learned about the history of the Polish immigrants in the US. Um, Aditi ma'am just did not teach us English. She always used to add a touch of art, history, and literature. I was so fascinated by her passion for literature. She didn't used to set the bar high. Honestly, she used to become the standard herself.
I have always laid emphasis on helping my students develop their higher order thinking skills. So, to do so, I integrated art and technology in the projects that I assigned to them. Believe you me, even the student who was labeled as a shammer by others delivered. They made exceptional newsletters, menus, and they even made a poetry magazine, all by my amateur poets and writers.
Aditi Sachdeva worked as English language teacher in our school for 3 years, and I have always seen her working with so much of creativity with students. Every concept was taught through an innovative activity which children really enjoyed in the class. They used to look forward to having her in the class. They never felt bored, and I think in today's generation it is very, very important that teachers work wonders with the children by working creatively so that the students are interested in coming to school.
Not only this, I even got a raise of 33% in my salary within 2 years of joining. At a personal level, I was content. I used everything that I had learned to nurture my daughter. She's 1.5 years old now and she's doing exceptionally well. This is a... And what is this? Tiger. And what is this? Wonderful. What is this? Panda. I intend to use the time at hand to keep upgrading my skills so that I become the best version of myself.